And now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Jesus! Yay! Hi, Stan here, getting a little carried away. I'm just playing with the Lego stadium that I built. A real stadium can be the place where a large amount of people go to see their favorite famous person. Jesus isn't only famous, but the Son of God. And there were big crowds that came to see him too. In today's Gospel, Jesus makes a special appearance in Jerusalem, just like a parade. This is the story called Palm Sunday. Jesus often did the unexpected. First off, he didn't appear in a giant stadium or building, but in the city streets, where everyone can run up and see him. And second off, he wrote on, well, let's just find out. The Lord be with you, and with your spirit. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Glory to you, O Lord. When Jesus came close to Jerusalem, he sent 2 of his disciples, telling them, "Go into the village, and you will find a colt tied. Untie it, and bring it here. If anyone says to you, 'Why are you doing this?' say, 'The Lord has need of it, and will send it back.'" They went, and did find a colt. They untied it, and those who stood there asked why they were untying the colt. The 2 disciples said, "The Lord has need of it, and will send it back." And they let them go. They brought the colt to Jesus, threw their garments on it, and he sat upon it. Jesus entered Jerusalem on the colt. People spread leafy branches, which they had cut from the fields. Those who went before and followed Jesus cried out, "Hosanna! Hosanna in the highest!" The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. I said before that Jesus often did the unexpected. I think the best way to show what I mean is by using comparisons. We're going to compare expectations, which are things people think will happen, with reality, things that actually happened. So let's see here. Prophets of the Old Testament predicted that Jesus would come to earth, but many people expected Jesus to come down straight from heaven as a mighty warrior. Remember the story of Christmas? Jesus was born as a baby instead, just like you and I. A very famous person like Jesus could have met in an arena, which was sort of like a stadium back then. But Jesus paraded through the streets of Jerusalem. That way, everybody can try to see him. You don't need to pay for a ticket or special admission to walk the streets. Jesus is a king, and the kings here on earth usually would ride around on a special horse. But you and I saw it. Jesus decided to ride on a colt, a male donkey. They were much cheaper than horses. Jesus chose this animal because he didn't want to separate himself from everyday people like us. He chooses to be our friend instead. One last thing. Why is this called Palm Sunday? Well, people waved and placed palm branches in front of Jesus. This is what the tree looks like. This is what the branch looks like. This is what just one leaf looks like. And this is what it looks like after it's been dried for a while. We use these in church on Palm Sunday. The priest blesses it, and we can take some home. In today's gospel, we see how important Jesus was then and now because Jesus is our King and our friend. That does it for us today. I'm Stanley, and I'll see you next time.